Welcome to finally another video. I've been out on the mountain with my doggo. Okay, we went and we just took like a weekend out, and that's why I mainly didn't upload anything. But I'm back, and I think I'm gonna start with a banger, which, as you saw in the title, is the Kingdom 6049, the most cursed KvK ever in the game. And I gotta say, I think it might be actually, okay? So obviously, if you've been checking the COD Discord, you've seen the drama, okay? The drama, like, I find it funny because it should be in theory mainly between TFS and BR. And the funny part is that it looks to be more like TFS versus NXW, which I think NXW is just using all the drama that happened just to throw some shit around and like take a punch at TFS. But yeah, I'm gonna go over some screenshots that we've seen, the situation that developed, and I'm gonna give a bit of my opinion, which I'm gonna be honest, I consider myself like neutral here. Like I'm not siding with anyone. I'm just gonna tell you my opinion on what do I think like happened and how do I think like the things that should have changed. But yeah, let's just start checking this out. So let's check the KvK. So the initial teams for this KvK, which I gotta say, I don't think they even lasted one day. Okay, so like again, like this when I say this KvK might be the most cursed one, is because from day one to last day, where there's been like a shit show of like drama, betrayal, broken deplo, like it's just insane. So the initial teams were TFS with BR and Shish or OO, whatever you want to call them, versus NXW, WG, and ED. Okay, that's the initial teams. Now, to the surprise of everyone, this team didn't even last past the first pass opening. Okay, because the main issue was WG. I think WG here just trolled. Okay, like I'm gonna be honest, I just don't know why they went that route, but their main complaint was that they were not gonna get any zone 2 fights, and just for that simple reason, they literally broke the alliance. They said, no, we're not following with the deplo that we accepted. And in theory, from what I read, everyone agreed to that. The way they did the final deplo was they literally put the teams on a wheel, on a spinning wheel. They pressed spin, those teams showed up, and everyone accepted it. Okay, so from the get-go, I gotta say, WG just trolled this KvK by breaking the deplo that they themselves accepted. I think that's gonna hurt them long term, because every single other kingdom who's aware of this might look at WG and be like, okay, like, do we want to be really allies with someone who might just like snap instantly and like switch sides or decide, like these types of things are not really like good for a kingdom. And then you're breaking the KvK completely, because right now it goes from a 3 versus 3 to a 3 versus 2 versus 1, which is WG doing whatever the fuck they want. So at this point, people were like, I even suggested to redo the deplo, but TFS, for example, here said no. I think this, like, I get why they're saying it. They had their allies, like, now you need to break your allies and most likely fight against the people that you allied with. Like, and again, like, if you do all of this, at the end, what you're doing is giving WG what they want, which is like, so at one point is you want to fight, you need to give WG what they want, or you say fuck it. And it's what happened, which pretty much turned this KvK into like a farming season, pretty much. Like there was barely any fighting. They had some fighting once the deeper zones opened, but like it wasn't even that much. And then again, it's a 3 versus 2 with TFS, BR, and OO versus NXW and ED. And remember, ED is in this zone here, okay? Like BR pushed them out, and as you can see, they don't even get into a final zone, which is like final zone turns into a 3 versus 1 between TFS, BR, Shish, and NXW, which, like, again, like completely broken KvK, because WG decided to fight NX on the zone 2 and they got steamrolled, okay? Like, up until this point, you're like, this garbage, okay? Like, the KvK is broken. So from here on, days passed, like everyone kept building like nothing, just farming mana. Final zone opened, and right now this is the situation on final zone. And here is where it starts the second part of the drama, which like I don't know, like if you already have like as you can see, BR is burning a TFS fortress right now. Okay, like if you already have a cursed KvK, do you even really want to bother making it more shitty for everyone? Like that's the crazy part for me, you know. So I'm gonna explain what happened here. So I'm gonna show some screenshots, some receipts that we got. So yesterday we got this screenshot that I'm gonna pull now. Okay, so this is the first screenshot that appeared, which shows a conversation between Jason, R5 from TFS, and Mia. So here Jason tells her, you take pass, get rewards, place tower, we take pass, build another tower, you take pass back. But why ally don't work like that? I gotta say, they do work like that, okay? If an ally needs to go through a pass that's held by a friendly, you will do this building, so at the end both are connected and both can go to the other zone. But here here starts the main problem, which is the attitude of Jason. Like everyone says he's a bit of a dick. I don't know him personally, okay? But yeah, like here you can tell he's heated and like he's starting to get mean. Because I said so I have more room to fight. Is that an issue? You have 4 gates already, why do you need my site? I'm not asking you for permission, Mia, I'm telling you I'm building there. If you don't like it, TFS can fight BR too, okay? So, here there are several things. One, yes, Jason is going to aggro. Now, I gotta say, I do believe probably this is not the first time they had this conversation. This is probably the end result of Jason insisting, Mia giving like long shots at like, yeah, we will do it, and then never happening. And Jason just losing the shit and like going like all out. Like some people tell me that it's not. Some other people tell me that it's what I'm saying. Like everyone in Discord is biased because it's NXW telling me one thing and TFS members telling me another thing. I personally, from what I think, what I believe, I'm gonna go with the route that this is not the conversation did not start like this. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Like Jason already asked several times, probably in a nicer way. It didn't work, and then he just went full aggro. I gotta say, I think Jason should like tone down. The main reason is, you know, these screenshots are going to get out of the privacy if this doesn't work. If this works, no one will have seen these conversations. But you know that if this is not gonna work, like someone gonna leak the screenshot because it like makes you look bad. So I think Jason should, like, I don't mind this. Like a lot of people put attention to this chat here. I don't mind this. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm trying to coordinate with an ally, he's unresponsive. He's not helping, and I gotta say, like, what does it matter that he has 4 gates already? I can have all the gates in the map that if I'm missing one where I need to go to do something, to fight, to help, or to get an objective or whatever it is, I need to get access. It doesn't matter how many gates I already have, okay? Like, what do you need my side? Now, I gotta say, something that's an incognita for me is why Mia refuses. So I thought about several options. One could be there's a behemoth, for example, there for end of season rewards or some rewards, and Mia is afraid that TFS might steal it. That could be one option on why she's refusing to give the pass. Another option could be that they are afraid that there's not gonna be any nodes to be farmed in the zone. Like, I know it sounds kind of a bit of like a joke, but I ran out of options. And the third reason is BR is fighting someone, they are having fun, TFS wants to go in to have those fights, and BR is just scared of TFS is gonna come here, it will get too unbalanced, and we have no more fights, and everything gets boring. Which I think from the 3 season, like, for me the one that makes the most sense will be the first one. You're afraid of getting your behemoth stolen, but I don't think that's the intention of Jason G, because other screenshots that I will show. So I think the most likely scenario, it's either the 3, or for some reason she doesn't want to give the pass. I don't know. Like, if it's not the option number 3, I don't know why she's not giving the pass. So again, here, I'm not asking for you for permission. I mean, yes, this is rude as fuck, let's be honest. Like, you're talking with another R5, which is your ally, and you're like pretty much just saying, look, you're irrelevant here, I'm going through, so just step away, okay? This is what I say that Jason shouldn't have said. I think, like, he should have just gone with, if you don't want to, like, how I would have worded this is, look, if you don't let me through, you're gonna be breaking our alliance, and then just make sure you understand the consequences, and that's it. You know, that looks way better when the screenshot leaks than just going like this full aggro route. So she says, you really want to do it like that? We all go free for all. Why does this gator zone mean so much to you, to the extent that you need to talk like this? I think she's got a point here. To aggro talk, there's no need, to be honest. Like, look, if your ally is not cooperating to the point that it's like breaking your plans, and you know you can take on them, like, look, at what point is considering, like, at what point do you consider betrayal the fact that your allies are not letting you through a pass, for example? If you need to help an ally, you need to fight the enemy. Like, at some point you might consider that as betrayal. So it all gets messy on both parts, okay, because who's betraying who? Is it Jason betraying BR because now they are fighting them because they are not letting the pass? Or is BR betraying TFS because they are not letting TFS go through a pass when they are their allies? In my opinion, I think the issue here is not letting him through the pass. And I'm gonna say that's the main issue because I don't have a solid justification for not letting TFS through the pass. So I'm gonna say that, that's the main problem of this situation, okay? Now, if you can justify me, we're not letting them through this pass because blah blah blah, then I might be okay. Then TFS should have understood the reasoning and they actually betrayed by fighting, but otherwise, they are your allies. You should be letting them go through the passes, okay? Now, I'm gonna show some other things. So here, here's Jason talking in Discord. I mean, if we go here, you can see. Well, I mean, keep in mind a lot of conversations, screenshots get deleted because of the rules of Discord. But as you can see here, for example, I asked yesterday at 10 p.m. EU time. So BR is now allied with NXW, or not at the moment. Today we got the breaking news that they are kind of allied and fighting TFS. So let's start with the things. So here's one screenshot that Jason provided, which is this is talking with BR and YY or OO leadership, asking, you want the Amber, I want frame. So Jason is asking for the frame, not for the Amber, not for the use rewards of the dragon. I don't care who gets what, TFS has not earned Amber, and I just ask for the frame if it is possible. You two can decide amongst yourselves. Now here is where it gets even more tricky on what the reasoning on that TFS is giving on why BR is now fighting TFS, okay? So in theory, from what we can get from here, TFS is not looking for the dragon, is not looking for the Amber. That already kind of tells me that they are not pushing it to the BR zone 3 to steal a behemoth, okay? If you're gonna steal a behemoth, it's gonna be the dragon because it's the one that holds the biggest value. So that already scars for me the option number 1. Now, the reasoning that's going on about why BR actually is fighting TFS now, I don't want to use the word betrayal because, again, I already said I'm not sure who to consider that is betraying each other, if BR for not letting them pass through the pass, or if TFS for threatening with war against them. It's just too messy, and I mean, it's just, I don't want to get into that, to be honest, but again, so here what Jason is saying between YY, why do I keep saying YY, OO, and BR, they decide who gets the dragon. Now, some people are pointing out that BR started fighting TFS so they can get the dragon, because between this discussion, either it was going to OO, or there was no clear consensus on who was gonna get the dragon. And I don't know, it said that BR took this opportunity to ally with the other camps and try to get the dragon for themselves. Now, what else? So, I mean, trash talk, yappy. Okay, so here Jason mentions again, here I ask him, because this is, I forgot to mention this option, which is not disconnecting territory, nothing like that. I get that if it's towards the very end of the season, you have your builds already made, and now your ally needs to get through your territory, disconnecting all your alliance territory. I get you be like, come on, just, do we really need to do this? You know, I'd be like that. It's just too much work. You need to TP people behind to start building new flags to reconnect the territory. It's just a pain in the ass, okay? So that I would understand. But what Jason answered me, what is it?
Nothing, it was just a pass swap to let others shell in. Lol, they cap pass wield, we cap pass wield, they take it back. Even say take rewards of pass, she said no, my side stays away. This is what I'm failing to understand from BR. Why so much efforts to not let TFS go through? They are giving you the rewards. I doubt they are gonna steal any of your behemoths. In theory, they are going there to fight EAD, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know why BR is insisting so much on not letting TFS go through. Like they are putting as much effort as if it was an enemy camp. Like, I just don't get it. That's the part that I'm missing. That for me will make the most sense. You know, like, why are they not letting them through? Here is another screenshot provided by Jason. So we can tell this was 6 days ago exactly, and you take the rewards from the gate and will normally. We are not bothering you or taking anything from you. We are only bringing more space for TFS and an extra bastion to help in final zone. If I say this and I'm their allies, I'm like, okay, that's completely fine. You want more space for teleport and you want to bring an extra shell for the bastion. Like, I don't know why would you refuse this. I just don't get it. Like, why would you put so much effort to deny this? They're not taking anything from you except maybe that you're fighting someone and you don't want that fight to be interrupted. It's the only thing. It just doesn't make sense. And I think that's pretty much everything that Jason said. Let me see if I find the other screenshots. Okay, I didn't find the screenshots because goddamn Quok and Renegade are just deleting every single conversation, so sadly I will not be able to show them. But yeah, I don't know, at least this, I guess, spiced up a bit the fighting on the KvK. And the crazy part is, I mean, TFS initially didn't care about the dragon, maybe they do now. But yeah, if we look at the dragon, this is Shish, right? It's OO. Yeah. So, okay, but are they fighting though? Yes, so BR is burning TFS and OO. No one's burning BR, and where's TFS fighting though? Okay, so this is NXW fighting against OO. I'm just not sure where TFS is fighting, as they are not fighting here neither. Yeah, I don't know. This GG versus OO. Wait. It shouldn't be a problem if they take that pass. So yeah, I mean, things got spicy. I assume now TFS might try. I mean, right now in theory, then is TFS OO versus BR, NXW, EAD, and then I don't even know what WGG is doing. Like, they're on their own spectrum. Like, they do, I don't know, they're freestyling too hard this KvK. But yeah, I guess at this point it's just for TFS to wake up and see where they want to fight. I assume they're gonna try to take the dragon at this point. When I say take the dragon, what I mean is, oh, okay, they're here. When I say take the dragon, I mean, I guess they're gonna give it to OO at this point for staying with them. But yeah, again, like, just recap everything I said. Like, you have Diplo broke, absolute farming KvK that the very last days turns into betrayal meta with backstabs, toxicity, like, and now, like, what is going on now? Like I think this might actually be the most cursed KvK. Now, if I gotta give like a full answer on who do I think is wrong or wrongdoing on here, one for sure is WGG. It makes no sense what they did at the start of the KvK. Like, they traded the 3 versus 3 in exchange to have a zone 2 fight and then be zone 1 lock the rest of the KvK. Like, I just don't know. It makes absolute zero sense, okay? Like, whatever. And then I think in this case I'm gonna say BR is on the wrongdoing. With the current information that I have, I don't see the reason why BR will not let TFS through the pass. And especially for the reasons they're giving, and they're proving to you that they don't really want the dragon. They're saying, as you can see, look at the 2 shells that build to the entrance of the dragon. OO and BR. So in this case, I do believe TFS. I mean, the only wrong or like bad thing TFS did is just the way that Jason expressed towards me his like requirements. I assume again it was at the point where he was just like already done. It was Like, it was like, she's not being responsive, she's not doing it, fuck it, I'm gonna do it my way, I'm going through like a train. I guess that's like at the stage that we're seeing those messages. But yeah, I think BR, overall, I think BR is just a bit sneaky, okay? Like, a bit sneaky. And then there's the accusations of BR doing this so they can take the dragon. I don't know. I think in this case, TFS overall might be the good guys, and no matter what Jason said. But yeah, this was the drama of this KvK, and for now I'm gonna actually rank it the most cursed KvK so far. Where the fuck is TFS infantry? But yeah, catch you in the next one.